Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoying yourself so far? Yeah, well, you've had the good stuff. Now, Ron and I are going to sing a couple of our own self-penned songs that probably show you just how difficult it is to write a good song. I'm going to start off with a song. It's a country song. It has a story to it, as they all do, about the loss and loneliness and isolation of living in the country on your own with no one to love. Really, you have to use a little bit of imagination here, because it should be sung by a tall, upstanding, chisel-jawed country singer, something like Johnny Cash. And looking at me, you can see there's no comparison. I'm much prettier. Hey, ready, you're on. Now I was just a few days old when my mama went away. It wasn't that she popped her clogs and died. When I was born, she took one look, and how she howled and cried, and went and swapped me for another's child. Now the orphanage where I grew up, it was bitter, cold and hard. We lived on gruel and treacle, rarely meat. To keep us warm, we wrapped ourselves with axle grease and lard, and the odd fried rat was looked on as a treat. It's a hard life in the country if you haven't got no love to ease your pain. If it wasn't for the cows and sheep and the goats upon the plain, a lonely man would quickly go insane. Father Brown put me to work when I was only 9. He said to keep the evil one at bay. Sit there on the chapel roof, show off your one remaining tooth. You're better than a gargoyle any day. Then I worked down on the farm with the animals in the barn, and I soon acquired that good old country smell. And the only friends I'd see, they got 4 legs and a fleece, and we got to know each other pretty well. It's a hard life in the country if you haven't got no love to ease your pain. If it wasn't for the cows and sheep and the goats upon the plain, a lonely man would quickly go insane. Now the barmaid down the town saloon, she said she would be my bride. 24 stone and only 4'3". She couldn't wait, she said, to get me on the marriage bed, but the thought made me go wobbly at the knees. So I went down to the plane, and I sat there in the rain. Should I leave this place? Should I travel far? Then my true love came to me, and we sat beneath the tree. She looked straight into my eyes and she said, "Bye." It's a hard life in the country woman's got no love to ease your pain. If it wasn't for the cows and sheep and the goats upon the plain, a lonely man would quickly go insane. A lonely man would quickly go insane. Right, before we do this next song, I'd like to introduce you to this traditional instrument. You can't buy one of these in a shop, and you can't buy anything that sounds like that.
Nor would you want to.
No. A chap went into Christie's auction house in London with two black bin bags. One was a kind of square looking thing and the other was kind of lumpy, and he said to the boy on the other counter, he says, I've got a Stradivarius and a Leonardo da Vinci. The chap said, well, have a look at it, it could be worth millions. So he opened it and he said, yeah, but you see, the guitar's by Leonardo da Vinci and the painting's by Stradivarius, and they were both rubbish. I will just get my collector.
Right, this is a sad tale. As you will realise, I won't call him the hero of the song, but the main protagonist in the song had a very nasty accident. It is a medieval song, and there is a little chorus that we'd like you to join in with. So I'll just run through the chorus and you'll realise just how simple it is. With a hey nonny, hey nonny, hey nonny, no. With a hey nonny, hey nonny, no. Reckon you can manage that? Some navvies were working in old London town, when suddenly there was one fewer. The foreman, he took one step back and fell into a sewer. He landed on his feet when he fell, and that was the lucky bit. For very soon he realised he was up to his neck in it. With a hey nonny, hey nonny, hey nonny, no. With a up to his neck in it. Told you it was a sad song. The rest of his gang wouldn't pull him out. In fact, they wouldn't go near. They packed up early that afternoon and went to the inn for a beer. The foreman had to stay where he was as the level slowly rose, and very soon he realised it was up to his nose. With a hey nonny, hey nonny, hey nonny, no. It was up to his nose. Now the sewer he was in was at Buckingham Palace, and the king was at home that day. The foreman by now on tiptoe didn't know what was coming his way. He stretched himself up to his full height, but was overcome by a gush. He didn't play poker, but he was killed by a hey nonny, no. He was killed by a roar.